Bathed in the golden light of day, Jacob, the patriarch, gazes upon Joseph, his youngest son, his eyes brimming with a love that speaks volumes. In a gesture of profound paternal affection, Jacob presents Joseph with a coat of vibrant colors, a symbol of his favor and love. Shadows of resentment darken the faces of Joseph's brothers, their eyes burning with jealousy as they watch the exchange. Their jealous eyes pierce Joseph, turning a moment of familial love into one of silent, simmering animosity. In the dimly lit tent, Joseph, with youthful fervor, recounts a dream that ignites a spark of disbelief and resentment among his brothers. Joseph, eyes gleaming with innocence, recounts, "I had a dream. We were all binding sheaves of wheat in the field." With mounting emotion, Joseph continues, painting a vivid picture of a destiny where his sheaf reigns supreme. "My sheaf rose up and stood upright, while your sheaves gathered around mine and bowed down to it." The brothers, their faces contorted with disbelief and simmering anger, challenge Joseph's words. "So, you're saying you will actually reign over us?" Their disbelief crescendos as they question, "You will actually rule us?" Under the vast expanse of day, Joseph unveils a celestial vision, the sun, moon, and stars bending in reverence to him, igniting a storm of anger among his brothers. Jacob, his face etched with a mix of disbelief and concern, challenges Joseph with a sharp question. "Are you saying we will bow down to you?" The brothers, a unified front of fury, erupt in a chorus of disbelief and resentment, their faces contorted with scorn and indignation. In the vast expanse of Shechem, Jacob dispatches Joseph, a beacon of youthful energy, to seek out his brothers amidst the grazing flocks. Joseph embarks on his journey, his vibrant, multicolored coat a stark emblem against the serene, pastoral backdrop. Across the horizon, Joseph's approach is heralded by the radiant hues of his garment, a moving spectacle that stirs the tranquil air. In the fields of Shechem, a distant figure emerges, igniting a blaze of malice in the hearts of Joseph's brothers. Reuben's futile plea for mercy is drowned out by the brothers' vengeful chorus. "Here comes the dreamer. Let's kill him and see what becomes of his dreams." Their chilling declaration echoes across the open fields, sealing Joseph's fate with brutal finality. In a moment of cruel betrayal, the brothers violently strip Joseph of his coat, the vibrant fabric a stark contrast to the bleak fate awaiting him. Joseph is plunged into the suffocating darkness of the pit, his descent into despair mirroring the abyss, swallowing him whole. Heartless and indifferent, the brothers feast nearby, their callous indifference amplifying the horror of Joseph's abandonment. Joseph's desperate cries for help echo unheard from the depths, a symphony of despair lost in the vast emptiness. Under the scorching sun, a caravan crawls towards Egypt, unaware of the treachery brewing within. Judah's face contorts with a sinister idea, igniting a spark of betrayal that will forever alter their fate. Whispers turn to nods as the brothers unite in a pact of greed, their hearts hardening against their own blood. With callous brutality, Joseph is ripped from the depths, his cries swallowed by the vast, indifferent desert. For a handful of silver, innocence is traded, and a brother's destiny is forever stained with betrayal. Against the backdrop of Jacob's camp, a chilling scene unfolds as the brothers return, their faces masked with grim intent, bearing a coat stained with ominous goat's blood. In a moment pregnant with dread, the brothers present their grim discovery, their words hanging heavy in the air as they question, "We found this. Is it Joseph's coat?" Inside Jacob's tent, grief explodes as Jacob weeps, his heart shattered by the presumed death of Joseph. In a display of anguish, Jacob tears his clothes, a symbolic gesture of inconsolable loss. The brothers offer empty words, their comfort hollow against the immensity of Jacob's despair. In Potiphar's grand house, Joseph's arrival marks the beginning of a new chapter, his unease palpable as the transaction concludes. Potiphar, a stern Egyptian official, assesses Joseph with a discerning eye, his expression a mask of professional scrutiny. As days melt into weeks, Joseph's unwavering diligence and integrity illuminate his path, catching Potiphar's discerning eye. A flicker of respect ignites in Potiphar's gaze, hinting at a profound shift in his perception of Joseph. In the opulent confines of Potiphar's house, a dangerous game of seduction unfolds. as Potiphar's wife attempts to captivate Joseph with a burning desire. Amidst the rising tension, Joseph stands as an unyielding fortress, his face a mask of unwavering resolve. With unwavering conviction, Joseph declares, "How could I do such a wicked thing and sin against God?" In a stark contrast to the seductive atmosphere, Joseph maintains a respectful distance, a silent testament to his unshakable principles. In the cold, unyielding embrace of the prison, Joseph's serene countenance shines as a beacon of unwavering faith. Amidst the despair, his spirit remains unbroken, a testament to his inner strength. Time weaves its silent passage, and an unlikely bond blossoms between prisoner and jailer. In the heart of confinement, trust and respect emerge, transcending the cold bars of injustice. In the heart of the prison, dim light paints a canvas of uncertainty where shadows dance with anticipation. Joseph, young and contemplative, sits on a straw mat, embodying a beacon of hope in the oppressive atmosphere. Across from Joseph, the cupbearer's hopeful gaze meets the baker's anxious demeanor, each reflecting their inner turmoil. The air hangs heavy with anticipation, as if the prison itself holds its breath, awaiting a destiny-altering moment. 2 years have passed, and Pharaoh's palace is filled with a palpable tension as the ruler broods on his throne, haunted by relentless nightmares. In a moment of observant silence, the cupbearer stands nearby, keenly aware of Pharaoh's distress. A flicker of long-dormant memory ignites in the cupbearer's eyes, piercing the heavy atmosphere with a glimmer of hope. Breaking the heavy silence, the cupbearer boldly recalls, "Your Majesty, forgive my boldness, but I recall a Hebrew man from my time in prison, a man named Joseph. He possessed the extraordinary ability to interpret dreams with uncanny accuracy. From the depths of the somber dungeon, Joseph emerges, summoned before the imposing might of Pharaoh. Before Pharaoh, Joseph stands, his humility and composure a stark contrast to the opulent, intimidating setting. In a moment of profound humility, Joseph proclaims, "I cannot interpret dreams, but God can." In the grand Pharaoh's palace, sunlight bathes the towering pillars as Joseph stands before Pharaoh, bearing a message of impending fortune and doom. With unwavering conviction, Joseph proclaims, "Your dreams, O Pharaoh, foretell 7 years of great abundance throughout all the land of Egypt. The shadow of famine looms as Joseph warns. But after them will arise 7 years of famine, threatening to erase the memory of abundance and ravage the land." Joseph boldly advises, "Therefore, let Pharaoh select a discerning and wise man, entrusting him with the fate of Egypt to navigate the coming crisis." With strategic foresight, Joseph proposes, "Let Pharaoh appoint overseers over the land to safeguard 1/5 of the land's bounty during the years of plenty, securing a future reserve." In a final plea, Joseph emphasizes that food will be a reserve for the land to prevent the land from being consumed by the impending famine, ensuring the survival of Egypt. In the resplendent Pharaoh's palace, a momentous decision unfolds, as Pharaoh, visibly impressed, elevates Joseph to the esteemed position of second in command. With a symbolic gesture of power and trust, Pharaoh bestows upon Joseph his signet ring, a glittering emblem of authority and boundless responsibility. As fine robes cascade around Joseph, he is transformed, now cloaked in the mantle of leadership, ready to guide Egypt through its trials and triumphs. Beneath the relentless Egyptian sun, years of hardship etch lines of despair on faces as famine tightens its grip. Joseph, weathered by time and wisdom, orchestrates the distribution of life-sustaining grain amidst the chaos. Endless queues of desperate souls snake toward the Egyptian storehouses, a testament to their dwindling hope. Camels, burdened with precious cargo, patiently endure the sweltering heat, symbols of survival amid desolation. In the confines of Joseph's office, a palpable tension fills the air as his brothers arrive, their hope intermingling with desperate pleas. Unrecognized by his kin, Joseph watches with concealed emotion, testing the bonds of brotherhood that time and fate have strained. The air is thick with unspoken words and hidden identities as Joseph prepares to unveil the truth. In the solemn atmosphere of Joseph's office, the air is thick with unspoken remorse and dawning realization. With a voice filled with sorrow and understanding, Joseph reveals his identity, uttering, "I am Joseph, your brother, whom you sold into slavery." In a moment of profound grace, Joseph reassures his brothers, "But do not be afraid. What you meant for evil, God meant for good." Joseph extends an olive branch of reconciliation. As Joseph declares, he forgives them and invites them to live in Egypt with their families. Under the Egyptian sun, Jacob arrives, his heart yearning for a reunion with Joseph. In a moment of pure joy, Jacob's eyes lock with Joseph's, signaling a long-awaited reunion. The embrace of father and son melts away years of separation in a heartfelt reunion. Under Joseph's watchful care, his family finds solace and prosperity in the land of Goshen. Under the radiant sun, Joseph surveys the thriving fields of Goshen, a testament to divine favor and personal triumph. The fields stand as a powerful symbol of resilience and renewal, whispering tales of betrayal transformed into blessing.